a free trip to a luxurious mansion in England, a royal wedding, and a handsome lord falling for you. Sounds like a dream, right? Wrong. This is The Invitation 2022, a psychological horror thriller where a fairy tale turns into a full-blown vampire nightmare. Let's break down the full story in chi, and trust me, this wedding is to die for. We begin with Evelyn, or Evie, a struggling artist living in New York. She's mourning the recent death of her mother and feeling disconnected from family. Out of curiosity, she takes a DNA test, hoping to find some extended relatives. Surprisingly, she matches with a distant cousin named Oliver from England. He's charming, super enthusiastic, and insists she come visit for a lavish wedding being hosted at their family's ancient countryside estate. Everything is covered: flights, stay, and food. Evie, broke and curious, decides to go. On arrival, she's blown away by the massive Gothic mansion, grand staff, and the mysterious, incredibly handsome lord of the estate, Walter. Walter is charismatic, flirtatious, and makes Evie feel like royalty. As the days pass, she's pampered like a queen, attends fancy dinners, and flirts with Walter. But the mansion holds eerie secrets. At night, Evie hears strange whispers, sees maids crying, and has disturbing nightmares. What's weirder? There's no sign of a bride or groom, and no one tells her who's actually getting married. Meanwhile, Walter gets closer to her. He takes her on private tours, gifts her gowns, and then, suddenly, proposes marriage. Evie is shocked. They barely know each other. But the entire household celebrates as if it's already been decided. Reluctantly, she agrees, caught between confusion and the pressure of the moment. Soon after, the horror begins. Evie finds a severed maid's finger in her soup. Terrified, she explores the mansion and uncovers a horrific truth. Walter is not just a lord, but an ancient vampire. The wedding is not a celebration, but a ritual. For centuries, he's had 3 vampire brides who maintain his immortality by feeding on humans. Now, he wants Evie as his 4th bride because of her special bloodline that traces back to Dracula himself. With her blood, his powers would grow stronger. She's been lured there not for love, but to serve as a willing sacrifice. When Evie tries to escape, she's captured and forced into the vampire initiation ritual. Walter makes her drink his blood, binding her to him. Technically, she begins to turn into a vampire. But Evie isn't going down without a fight. She pretends to accept her fate, only to strike back at the right moment. She kills one of the vampire brides, sets the mansion ablaze, and in the chaos, battles Walter. In a final twist, she uses a wooden stake to pierce his heart. He burns, turns to ash, and crumbles away, ending his reign. Evie walks away from the flames, scarred but alive. Though she drank his blood, she didn't complete the ritual. And her transformation into a vampire was never fully sealed. She's free, but now she carries a dark power within her, and maybe, just maybe, she's not the same Evie anymore. So that was The Invitation. It's a film that begins like Bridgerton and ends like Dracula on fire. It's a chilling reminder that not all fairy tales are innocent. If strangers invite you to a royal wedding, maybe ask if they're allergic to garlic first. If you like this breakdown, hit that like button. Share your favorite scene in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more movie recaps. Should we do Ready or Not next? Or maybe Run 2020? Let us know below.